IS attack Kabul, perfect opportunity for US strategists in Afghanistan. Only a week after our KLA TV broadcast Afghanistan in Phase 5, US withdrawal strategy on August 20th, 2021, reports in the leading media today, that is August 28th, stated that the terrorist organization Islamic State or IS had carried out an attack on the airport in Kabul, killing over 100 people. The Taliban would have been responsible for the security of the airport. That is what they had assured the US government. Islamist forces in Afghanistan are divided and competing for dominance in the country. US President Joe Biden had announced operations against the Islamists as a result of this latest unrest. These are the reports of the leading media. Thus, the predictions from our broadcast seem to be coming true before our very eyes and ears.
The US military is pulling out of Afghanistan shortly before the 20th anniversary of 9/11. The dreaded and seemingly all-powerful Taliban are back in power. Oh horror. A shock sweeps the world. Who is able to defeat the strongest nation in the world twice is the question now. Before we find judgment, let's take a closer, more detailed look at the matter. At least according to our educational film, Modern Wars, How Do They Work?, the withdrawal of the US military from Afghanistan is in precise accordance with Phase 5 of modern war strategy. Do you understand? A withdrawal with the strategic goal that the previously controlled country would deliberately descend into total chaos. The fact that the US withdrawal is taking place shortly before the 20th anniversary of 9/11 compellingly results not only in the further cementing of the Taliban lies surrounding 9/11, but it is also opening up Phase 6, and in this film, what is Phase 6 aiming at? The world's population is meant to watch the Taliban dramas unfold anew. It is supposed to suffer through all the terror shocks of 9/11 yet again, almost as if in time-lapse, to the point, let's say, when all women in the world fear being locked up in dark holes in ankle-length robes and black scarves wrapped around their heads. Do you understand? This is all being hyped up now, this fear, this panic, until the whole world is screaming, help! So in other words, the world is supposed to desperately be craving for total control of Afghanistan.
It is precisely in this situation wherein the Taliban want to bring independent self-government, stability and self-sufficiency back to their country that this IS attack and an emerging IS-Taliban conflict could come in very handy for the US strategists. It would be a perfect opportunity for humanitarian and security-based operations of the US government in Afghanistan, in which, with the help of its media, they could even tie a savior wreath for themselves in front of the whole world. Another explanation for US interests in Afghanistan might be found here.
Afghanistan, as an exception, is not an oil-producing country. Coincidentally, however, it is hyper-rich in lithium. What is lithium, you may ask? Lithium is, so to say, the new oil for all e-mobility. You see, this is where the whole thing becomes really thrilling, because automatically the question arises, who is going to get hold of all that electric gold or electric oil down there? At least China has already announced its interest very clearly, and China is still deeply communist, deeply red, you know. But with absolute certainty, all the deep state billionaires will certainly not have overlooked what mineral resources are lying dormant in Afghanistan. Because, after all, it was the Green Deal sharks we learned from in the first place, that the business of electric cars, etc., does depend on the kind of fuel that is called lithium. At least Elon Musk, the space junkie and Tesla electric car manufacturer, will certainly not have remained unaware of these mineral resources. After all, he has shown himself to be a constant secret influencer of world politics. That's the way we know him. With his tactics, Musk, as you know, was even able to increase his fortune by another 137.5 billion US dollars in only 12 corona months, right at the beginning. This man knows his business. Do you also understand what's going on here?